Hello everybody, this is Iaroslav and Liliia Bieliei again here, and the subject of this lesson is Gold Foxtrot.
We put a choreography for you, the one we would use in our competitive dancing. This choreography moves a lot. Of course, it requires a lot of technical skill and clarity in your actions, and we had a lot of fun putting it up together, so we're sure you're going to enjoy it with us.
Au-dessus des vieux volcans, glisse des ailes sous le tapis du vent. Voyage, voyage, éternellement. De nuages en marécage, de vent d'Espagne en pluie d'équateur. Voyage, voyage.
And now the figures. Feather step, slow, quick, quick, 3 followays, quick, 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 follow a reverse slip pivot, change of direction, slow, contra check, neutral pivot, Rudolph, whisk, wing, slow, weave, quick, 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 3 step, slow, quick, quick, open neutral turn, quick, outside swivel, step, close, right lunge, slow, slow, slow. And now we're going to take a look at the men's step. 5, 6, 7, 8, slow, quick, 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 slow, slow, and slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, 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 slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 slow.
And now we're going to take a look at the ladies' step. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slow. Quick, 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 slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, 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 slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 slow. Now guys, let's take a look at this open gold Foxtrot choreography. The way we would like to present it for you this time is we will be going through each figures of this combination that we made for you, and also we would like to point out some popular mistakes in those figures and just give you a few tips here and there. I hope you like it.
All right, so let's start with the feather step.
Yes. Let's show the feather step, but we assume that the feather step is clear for everybody, and then the next step would be our 3 followays. So we're starting with the feather step. We are going slow, quick, quick. Now, one thing I actually would like to mention in this feather step that will help us for the next pieces of choreography. As you know, in feather step, we are moving forward and we have certain amount of shoulder lead, some body rotation, and of course sway at the end to balance that rotation. Now we want to make sure that you are doing all your body actions as you're going through the in-between 2 feet position. So please do not, I would just like to show by myself, do not get to the leg, your body weight 100% on the leg, and then start your rotation or maybe sway afterwards. You really have to make sure that you have enough reserve in your movement and you start those actions from this central balance position as you're getting on the leg, all right? Or same if you want to do any kind of sway, so you finish your rotation. If you want to sway and keep on rotation, sorry, again, I started from the in between 2 feet position. I'm not doing those steps when I arrive on the leg and then suddenly out of nowhere I decide to do a sway. The reason I'm mentioning this, I think it's really popular mistake. Of course, it would be quite funny to do it right away on the feather step, this kind of mistake. But I think feather step is a very simple figure where you have to really practice that first 1, 2, you're here in between 2 feet, this is your slow, and then as you're going through, this is where you can rotate your body, go through, and then if you want to do some sway, again, it happens from in between 2 feet position to in between 2 feet position. You don't have to stop there, but this is a reference point for you. All right, so feather step, and then we are going to 3 followays. Okay, so we're going slow, quick, quick. Now, the next step would be 3 followays. So when we see other people dancing 3 followays, we see that it's a little bit of lack of understanding that this step originally was named 3 followays after 3 follow-away positions that we have throughout this step. And we would like to show you and point out those positions. And another popular mistake that goes here is that our footwork for the man and for the lady, I believe as well, we must remain on toe all the time. Some people here and there putting the heel down, going from the heel, and in this way, again, we lose the authenticity of this dance, where a lot of steps, regardless rise and fall here, we really have to go on toes and maintain that feet positions. All right? So we're doing 3 followays, and the first follow-away position will be here. So we go quick, quick, quick. This is our follow-away position number 1. Now we keep going. Quick, quick, quick. This is follow-away position number 2. In fact, this is something called counter follow-away position, because at the moment I've done follow-away part for the lady and Liliia did follow-away part for the man, just inverted. Now from here we are so we already done 2 followaways out of 3 followaways. So then we are going to the 3rd follow-away, which will be 1, 2, 3 here. So this is our 3 follow-away positions checked. Now we can exit and go this way to the next step. As we were dancing it, I just would like to mention another, or maybe Liliia would like to mention that problem. During the 2nd follow-away, sometimes ladies cross in front for unknown reason for us, where, if you want to
yes, sure.
explain
So
that.
one of the reasons the ladies would do something like a side cross is not creating a follow-away or counter follow-away position there. So of course we need to see how we do create all those 3 positions, 3 follow-aways, each and every follow-away in details particularly. So sometimes it comes from closed position. This is where we are crossing our foot in front. Now, if we take a look at the first follow-away, how we will create that position, it is going to be created by man on the 2nd step, because he would go ahead and turn his right foot slightly inwards. That will place his right side towards the middle of the girl. Now, when we are doing as ladies that follow-away, we should continue moving backwards diagonally to the center for those 2 steps, 1, 2, and allow the man to open his feet away from us. And the 3rd step, we continue in the same position. Now, into the 2nd follow-away, this is a little bit different from the first one. We are going to create a rotation to the left, and we are going to go straight forward and straight backward for the man. Now, here is the 2nd step that is going to be quite a complicated one. As the man will continue moving backwards diagonally to the center with his spine, he is going to also create a rotation to the left with his upper body. Now, what this rotation will do, this will turn the lady's right foot to the contra-follower position. So now we have our right side to the middle of our partner. And then we're going to crisscross into the third step of the second follow-away. Now with the third one, it's easy. It just repeats the first follow-away again. So we continue to move back, as the man will turn his right toe on the second step. Now, when we finish, we just do something similar to for the finish.
I also would like to encourage you guys not to be afraid to rotate to the left. I think it's one of the cliches that we use sometimes as a teaching method when people are doing the wrong timing during rotation to the left. But sometimes you often can hear that, please do not rotate to the left, just make sure you're placing your feet and you're looking there, but don't actually rotate the body. You can rotate the body, of course, to the left as much as to the right. The only question is the moment in time when you do it, and of course how much you do it. So if you are coordinated with those actions, which is movement and rotation to the left, you can rotate to the left. You have to pay extra attention, of course, because our position is made that we are towards the right side of each other. So it's a little bit challenging to rotate to the left very often. But the question is the correct timing.
Yes, so as Iaroslav has mentioned, the reference point is always when we are in the center balance. Usually it's a center balance of the first step of the swing. On a down swing, this is when we're going to rotate to the left. So if we would just demonstrate that 3 follow-away step one more time and mention when exactly we activate the rotation in our upper bodies, that will give you an idea or an example. And again, how do we rotate our upper body? You can go ahead and watch one of our previous classes on bronze quick step. This is where we show you the exercise and how we activate the rotation in our rib cage. So let's just get to the 3 follow-away and show you. So the moment of
Let's try in contact.
The moment of time when we rotate would be 1 now, 1 now, 1 now. Good. So every first step of each follow-away, in the center balance of it, we're going to apply the body rotation in order for us to change the direction effectively and to change the position as a result.
Okay, very good, Lilia. Now let's go ahead to our next figure, which will be follow a reverse slip pivot and change of direction. That would be the next step. So in follow a reverse slip pivot, again, very, very similar common mistake that we see in 3 followaways. A lot of people are scared of rotation to the left, and that's something, again, you have to do in order to go around each other. The only question is when, how you coordinate it with your own movement. So when we do this, follow a reverse slip pivot, as you can see, let's finish it from this step. Now, as we are doing it, we are going neutral. I'm in between 2 feet. This is where I begin my rotation to the left as I'm moving through. Now again, I create this follow-away position, and I am about to do my reverse pivot. So for me as a man, I have to put my left heel down, start my rotation to the left, and finish it as a pivot. As you can see, my rotation of the body to the left was quite pronounced here. Now I'm doing change of direction. So again, I commence the turn, I am going through this central balance position, keep on turning to the left as I'm going around Lilia. Now finally I change the direction.
Very good. So
thank you.
As for us, as for ladies, it is very important to continue turning to the left or rotating to the left in our upper bodies. A very popular mistake in any kind of reverse follow-away is when we are trying to help the man to create that follow position.
We don't need the help anymore.
So, as I have mentioned before, the man would open his base away from the lady, and that would give us his right side towards the middle in the follow position. Very often ladies would also open up opposite way. So what I mean by that is, if we do the reverse slip pivot, follow a reverse slip pivot.
That way? Yeah.
Yes. If the man will do 2 steps of this follow-away, we're going to go and turn to the left. Now in the second step, where the man has changed his position to follow-away as well, as ladies we often also turn to help him out create the follow-away position. So what I would like to encourage all the ladies to do from second to third step, continue rotating to the left. That will help the follow-away slip pivot a lot. Now into the change of direction from here, continue rotating to the left through those 2 steps and then sway in the end to balance. When we do the change of direction, we would like to imagine it like a U-turn. It is a big amount of turn to make on those 2 steps, and the body rotation to the left helps it a lot.
Now we are going to proceed with our next figure in this combination, which will be actually the next set of figures. It's going to be contra check followed by natural pivot, and then there will be a fusion of the Rudolph ronde, but we made it as a high, basically a high ronde, as you can probably already, as you've seen in our previous clip. So now, once we finish our change of direction, we are here. Now for us, in order to do a contra check, as we are about to move forward, we have to do our CBM. So what does that mean for us is that we are going to go forward and rotate our body to the left at our maximum where we finish in between 2 feet. It is a really important point here, because if you rotate too early, then you're going to take a step. It's going to be more difficult for you guys. If you will be moving and then rotating after the movement, it's not gonna work neither. So we really are trying to find perfect balance in those 2 motions. As we're moving forward, we rotate to the left and we stop right in between 2 feet here. So from this position, natural pivot. As I'm moving backwards here on my right foot, Lilia goes forward on her left foot, we already start turning our body to the right. That allows us to finish it, as a pivot on our leg. And then for the Rudolph, again, we start our movement forward. As we're going our central balance position, we create the rotation to the right, both of us. So a very useful tip here for the ladies. I think the men's hard job here is to really be clear in when we initiate those actions. And then I'm sure Lilia has something to say about other steps, but just as we stopped in Rudolph, or if you want, you can say that about the head. Yeah, it is extremely helpful when it will be extremely helpful when she reacts to my rotation to the right with her. I'm sorry, Lilia, I know it's tough, but with only, and she reacts with her rotation to the right with her head first. So I'm doing the rib cage, she does the head and then foot. Yeah. Again, very popular mistake. I'm doing the rib cage and she does same amount the rib cage as me. Now we look like a
Latin couple.
Latin couple.
Losing the contact.
No offense to Latin couples. Yeah, but we cannot afford this kind of position here in Foxtrot.
Yes, for ladies, the most challenging part in this high Rudolph would be to remain in prominent position. So here is the principle, how we open to the prominent position. In natural figures, we would only turn our feet and our head. This will happen simultaneously, and as Iaroslav mentioned, this will happen quite fast in this particular figure. So if we want our Rudolph to happen on slow, we want to have that head on almost end before slow, already in the prominent position. So that would really anticipate the leg Rudolph itself. Let's just do it a little bit more continuously so we can demonstrate you how we get into the contra check with the CBM, out of the contra check into the pivot with the body rotation, and then as the man continues the rotation through his rib cage, the ladies would open the head and as well the Rudolph will happen.
Yeah, sure. Let's start from here, from a change of direction. So we're gonna go slow, slow. Now we have our CBM. Slow, quick, quick, slow, slow.
And we'll finish in the whisk.
Correct. So now, from that whisk, we are going to change our body position to close position and then to wing position as we're dancing the wing figure. And again, since this is an open gold combination, very often we use a fusion of different steps from syllabus here that made it look more contemporary and more fun. So now from that whisk, the next challenge is to get to the wing position. It's not an easy step. So what we would like to offer you here is that, again, the moment when I start changing is extremely important. As we're exiting our whisk, so we are in between 2 feet, and this is the moment where I will initiate my change of position with Liliia by turning my rib cage, my arms, everything to the left, so she can react to that. So as I'm going to here, I already start rotating her around myself. So this will be my rotation to the left. Now what I'm doing as a guy, I'm just closing my feet, but I do not stop my rotation until she reaches the wing, and then we can go, I have a step back, Liliia has step forward. Now we are going to basic weave from here. Now we have to do everything basically backwards. So as I'm going forward, closing my feet, I'm going to turn my body to the right. And now I keep turning my body to the right with the shoulder lead so she can go outside. Yeah. So let's do it one more time. Yeah. Let's do it 2 times. 1 time facing the camera, 1 time back in the camera. So we are going to this whisk, and I'm going forward, rotation, change position, rotation, change position, and then step outside. 1 more time. So we're going to go from here and forward, rotation, change of position, and here. Yeah. Would you like to add something? Or we'll go to the next one?
Yes, I would just like to add that, again, we have a lot of shoulder lead here in order for us to step outside partner. In slow foxtrot overall, you will have a lot of outside partner steps. So just check out our previous lectures on shoulder lead. It is an important component of outside partner step, and it must be always there for us to fit in outside partner position.
If I'm not mistaken, we've done it in Silver Wolf's video.
Correct.
All right, so now as we're going through, we have weave right after our wing positions. So in weave, as Liliia has mentioned, the real challenge is to maintain the shoulder lead and do all the outside steps correctly. Now going through that, we are coming to our 3-step. So 3-step is a very basic step, one of the most difficult steps in Foxtrot, I believe, personally. Now what makes it so difficult is, there are different confusions about that step. And sometimes we're trying to make it look more beautiful, but actually we are playing a dangerous game with our posture and timing and different rotations, and it comes out quite bad. So what we suggest you to do on the 3-step, you have to be very much focused and clear with the timing of your ankle of the standing leg in relation to each other. This is one of the keys that will help you to really execute this step the best way, and I think we can really find beauty in that timing, and this is what makes this step so special here. So now, oh, that look. So now, as we're doing our 3-step, so now we try to time the ankle of our standing leg together. So me and Liliia, we have to bend the ankle at the same time with each other, and especially it's quite challenging here on the second standing leg, I would say. So this is my first standing leg here. Now as we're going to the second one here, this is a real deal to use the ankle, allow our body go through that foot.
Yes, very good. So I would say this is a very important step, the first step of the 3-step, which is a slow step. So if you take a look at the counts, whenever you hear a slow, that means that it will equal 2 beats of the music. So it will equal 1, 2. What we really suggest you to do is to spread that weight change over those 2 beats as much as possible. So the popular mistake...
And as equal as possible.
Yes, yeah. Yes, exactly. So the popular mistake would be if you hit the center balance position too early, then you have nothing to do in the in the end of the step, basically. So you have to really be in between 2 feet, closer to the count number 2. So what we really pay attention is how long can you spend on a standing leg, how long can you bend that ankle joint, and how much you can spread your weight over those 2 beats.
Without stopping your spine from movement, of course. Lilia, let's demonstrate that step. Since we already mentioned the usage of the ankle with each other, let's do it from our weave, where we have all steps quicks, and then after many quicks, we have this first slow that is an important one for our 3-step. So we're gonna go from here. We're gonna go from here. So we do our quick, 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 slow. All right. So of course, I might sound funny right now, but in order not to decelerate, don't accelerate so much on the quicks before. You really have to maintain the same speed. I always say that I imagine I start moving, let's say it's 5 miles per hour. If you want, it can be 100 miles per hour, but you have to maintain that 100 miles per hour all the time. You can suddenly just accelerate your spine in those steps, and the problem is not the acceleration. The problem is that after the acceleration, if you don't want to be too fast, you will be holding yourself in order to match the beat, and this is where you become heavy and
bumpy.
Yeah, other things.
So in order to make that slow, actually slow down in music, we don't slow down our body flight. We never slow down the weight movement, as Iaroslav has just mentioned. But instead, we control it with our lowering action. So this is the work that you will have to do through your ankle joint. And this is something that you would like to check out in one of the previous classes on slow walls. Now, something else that I would like to suggest when you're practicing your slow steps, again, it is very effective when you really spread those weight changes over 2 beats. And I've seen some amazing results when I was teaching my students. Once they just change the awareness about the slow, once they don't arrive there on 1 and wait, but they spread and they arrive at the end of 2, this makes a huge difference to any slow foxtrot on any level. So I would suggest practicing slows. Of course, now we were counting quicks and slows, but when you want to make a difference, count numbers. So what I would like to suggest here, we will do the same weave, but and 3-step, and we're going to count in numbers, and you will probably, hopefully, you will see the difference in the weight distribution on that first slow we have. All right, shall we? So let me count the weave. So we just did the basic weave. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. So Iaroslav has slowed down for us to really see the difference. But of course, when you have the momentum and the music wouldn't slow down, you just have to control it with your ankle joint and allow that body weight to roll.
Also, to be honest, I was afraid to bump into the mirror that you don't see. So that was one of the reasons I slowed down.
Want to do it again?
Yeah. Let's do it again. So now I'm fearless. If I'm bumping to the mirror, I'm bumping to the mirror.
Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and...
I think I was better this time.
Yes. All right, let's move on to the next step.
Yeah, we're going to move on to the next step. So the next step is open natural into outside swivel, into, we have a close position afterwards, like a step close, and then right lunge. I think this open natural part into the swivel is one of the most difficult parts really in this routine for a few reasons. First reason is that when there are 2 ways basically that we can do our open natural. So our regular open natural here would be the most basic one. If I'm obviously, I'm doing the step, going around Lilia, and I finish with my shoulder lead, ready for the next step outside. For outside partner for her, yes. In this way, it's much easier to do the swivel. Why? Because we lined up very good for outside partner position, so all I need to do is to move her back in the central balance. I apply some rotation, she swivels, everybody happy. Now, as we are practicing this step, it always felt very awkward to do it this way, even though this was the correct way. And the part that I personally felt quite awkward here is that I was really not fulfilling the music enough when I was doing swivel right after this open natural. So then I thought, what if I'm not doing the shoulder lead right away, but I'm just going to delay it a little bit later. So in this way, I overlap my shoulder lead with the next step. But we have to be very, very precise here, and I really hope that I can show clearly, you know, and you can see it through the camera and the video that you are watching right now. So, oh, okay, I'll do it by myself now. So, what I was doing originally that I didn't feel so good, but it's definitely possible to do it this way. So it was open natural in the shoulder lead, and then I'm doing the swivel right away. So after open natural, I finished here. So then I thought, what if after open natural, I finish it here? And theoretically, I have all that space to cover for the swivel, and Liliia will have more opportunity, you know, to do the swivel and fulfill the music. So what I've done, and we're going to demonstrate it for you in a moment, we were going 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a wind up here with my body to the left. Now, this is the key point here. Still being on top of the swing here, I will start doing my shoulder lead and rotation to the right as I'm still here. So I'm not putting my heel down here. So I'm doing this part, and as I'm going through, this is when I lead Liliia to the swivel. So in this way, again, it allows me to really fulfill all that space and for her to do the swivel and then go to the next beat. Shall we try it together? So now from here, we are doing our open natural, slow, quick, quick. I have my wind up. Now I start changing it here on top of the swing. Now we're going to do the swivel, and then we change ourselves to close position here. Okay?
What,
yeah.
If I may add, please, when you do those steps that Iaroslav has just demonstrated you in open natural, please do not forget there is still a shoulder lead action.
Yes.
What Iaroslav means by delaying that shoulder lead is that the fact that he is delaying it only for half a beat. So by the end of the last step of the open natural,
if not less, maybe even less.
If not less,
yeah.
if not a quarter of the beat. So it is just a small delay and a small detail for us to again fulfill that range of motion. But the shoulder lead will still be there before your ladies will have to step outside partner, and be sure he's still doing it. It's just much faster.
Now guys, this is the evidence why I called Liliia in earlier videos shoulder lead police. She will never forget if she sees you skip the shoulder lead. So we're still doing the shoulder lead, so, but later. But it's still there. You cannot. You absolutely cannot skip it.
Yes.
She's ready to give you a ticket. Okay. So from here we go slow, quick, quick shoulder lead, swivel, and step close. And then from here we have our right lunge and right lunge. All right.
Very good. Be sure the shoulder lead was there.
Yes. And were I okay?
Very good.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, now for the ladies, something that I would like to add on outside swivel. It is an absolutely beautiful step, although it's actually a closed syllabus step. So we have an open routine here, but this particular natural turn to outside swivel, it's actually a closed syllabus figure. Very effective, very vibrant, should I say?
Yeah.
So for ladies, when we do that outside swivel, again, if you remember how we open to the prominent position when it's turning to the right, we only open our head and our feet at the same time. We do not allow our bodies to rotate off the mat. We want to have that body parallel to our partner. So when we do an outside swivel,
you want to do it right away?
Let's do the open natural.
Okay.
So when we do an open natural outside swivel combination, we are aware it is all a natural figure. Here, as we're rotating the body to create the shoulder lead, we step outside partner. From this center balance position, what I want to do, I want to flex both legs as I'm going to go down, turn the right toe and the head to the promenade position. Now, if you watch my left foot, it is slightly behind my right foot. Please do not extend it straight, otherwise it's going to be too big of a leverage and you're always going to pull back towards that leg. So keep that leg underneath your left side hanging, slightly soft in the knee, and therefore it will be ready to step out of that promenade right away, heel, toe, heel, close.
Yeah. A few things that we would like to mention for the right lunge as well. So right lunge is one of the steps, can be very much misinterpreted and actually sometimes ends up looking as a totally different step. So we need to take a second look to really understand, is it right lunge or something else? Now, without limiting your imagination in how you can do right lunge, we just would like to set few borders here and to clarify the action that is happening in that right lunge. So you can always imagine, and we heard it many times, it's one of the, I think, quite a useful cliches that people are using, is that when we're doing right lunge, it looks in a way like a lunge with our legs, of course, and it very much reminds a step in fencing.
Oh my God, Iaroslav.
Yeah.
This is
now
the biggest cliche you could pick.
I know. Now, the reason why I'm doing that, this is quite helpful. This is one of the cliches when I was, I'm standing on my lesson as a guy and I'm thinking, this is actually quite helpful. I really connect with that. So why am I even talking about this? Now, when I'm doing the right lunge, one of the popular mistakes is not clear body action at the end of it, because we definitely want to show shape at the end. This is another cliche. So we want to show the shape, we want to see a distance between our two heads as we're doing it through the music. And with the wrong body action, it's not possible. And then another mistake is that very often we pick up our elbow, left elbow in right lunge.
Or the whole arm.
Or sometimes the whole arm, yes. I've been doing this mistake for many years as I was a kid, and I never realized what's going on there, because obviously I felt so good and strong. My partner didn't feel as good, and then my teacher was very upset all the time. So as we're going to that right lunge, when we finish it on the right leg for men, left leg for lady, what we need to do here, we have to enhance our posture through our ankle joints. So I keep bending my ankle joint, and this is where I change my head position, look at Liliia, and then this is the usage of the ankle joint of the standing leg allows her to curve more, to enhance her curve. I believe if we are doing too much of the sway here, this can be quite dangerous. Or rotation. It just simply, you end up doing a different step, and I think you can achieve a very big distance here just by being focused on enhancing the posture and using the ankle joint. Now, what do I mean by enhancing the posture is through my, I will show your stuff probably, yeah? So I will let Liliia show it. I don't want to look, I don't want to look stupid. So when Liliia uses her ankle joint, her whole posture will react to that. So she creates this beautiful curve that she started in her ankle. She never started it anywhere else.
If I may add, this is something we would do in other line figures as well. Creating that forward curve is very important. When you flex your ankle forward and you allow your head to curve and counterbalance it backwards simultaneously, you must really be aware of your core muscles and not allow them to relax. Therefore, you will have a little bit broken line here in your lower back, and you might have some pain even because of that contraction. So what you must do, you must really be aware of your abs, the lower muscles, the lower abs muscles. When you flex the ankle joint, here I'm going to demonstrate.
Ooh.
And then you allow your head to curve back, and the more you do the ankle, the more your head goes back, and therefore you can create a very balanced curve without leaning back.
Can you still talk like that?
Or being back
Oh my
weighted.
God.
So the mistake would be curve without the ankle,
Sway, rotate, yeah.
or letting the core out.
Yeah, so basically if your core gives up, I think that would be your maximum. Do not push it any further. We hope your core is strong and it's not gonna give up too soon. Now, just to wrap up here and finish with the right lunge, I was talking about the fencing line, and then Lilia was laughing at me. So this idea is very helpful for us not to pick up the left arm too high. Why? Because if I imagine that fencing, I only use one arm. I'm not going to do anything with another arm. Now, I'm not professional in fencing, but that's what I know, right? So I only want to have energy only in my right elbow here, and my left elbow has no energy, basically. It only goes to my left hand. And this is what will allow me to create this position and not this position, or, you know, something like that.
If I would just add a little thing, what Iaroslav mentions about this left elbow of gentlemen, this is very popular mistake, not only in right lunge, but everywhere.
Yes.
When you dance and you take in, you hold, nowadays we see a lot of elbows, so it looks almost like you dance in practice hold. So for you gentlemen, I would like to really pay attention on that. Your left hand must be much higher than your left elbow everywhere, really.
Correct. Let's demonstrate right lunge, and I will be back in the camera so we can see my beautiful elbow. Yes. So from here, we are gonna go this way, not this way. Yeah.
Very good.
All right. Thank you so much. Please enjoy our video one more time, and then now you know a lot of different tricks and features, the way we were doing it.
Thank you very much.
Au-dessus des vieux volcans glissent des ailes sous le tapis du vent.